I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Throwing to start the drive. Washington. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
These two teams all tied after one. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Washington. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as they have taken the lead. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing to start the drive, Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Washington. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down, Washington. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Washington. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 3rd down, Washington. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? After they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Looking to throw. Washington. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat...
Throwing to start the drive. Washington. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Andrew Booth picks it off. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 153 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,